Hey y'all, it's your girl Lala. Hi. How are you? So guys, I'm just sitting in tonight to build my WH. Hey, I got 1 million person in the house. Hey. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hi MJ, how are you? How are you MJ? Thank you for the thumbs up. Hey Mary Grace, how are you? Thank you. Mega, mega love shout out to MJ and Mary Grace. Thank you so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. So, Mary Grace, so MJ, you were the first here, and then Mary Grace. Good morning, MJ. Good morning, Mary Grace. You too. Have a nice day, Mary Grace. Oh man, my pen leak all that ink. Thank you for being here, whoever that person is. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, hi, Fakwa. How are you? Good morning to you. I hope your day is going great so far. It's 8:35 p.m. my time. Maybe it's 9 something your time. How are you? I hope you're having great weather where you are. Oh, Mary Grace, you're still here. Thank you so much. I know it's Wednesday morning your time and you guys may be going to work and all that good stuff. So I understand. But I appreciate you guys. Oh no, Fakwa, no, you're having a little bit of fever. Oh wow. Did you take anything for it? Did you make yourself some ginger tea with turmeric? Do you have any turmeric and ginger and some garlic? If you don't have turmeric, you can do ginger with garlic. I hope you feel better soon, but definitely your body needs to rest because once you have a fever, it means that your body's trying to fight something off. Hi, Annalie. How are you? Mega love shout out to you, Annalie. Mary Grace, please make yourself some ginger tea with some garlic, okay? Or whatever remedy you normally use, but do that. You can add some ginger and garlic to it. And I hope your fever go away soon. And I hope you feel better soon, okay? But you definitely needs to drink lots of fluid, lots of water, and you need to get some rest. That's good to know, Annalie, that you're doing good. That's awesome. I'm still working on my watch time because I need lots of watch time, so I'm still working on my watch time. I'm not one that loves to go live, but I have to do my live. Oh, thank you so much, Mary Grace, for sharing me out. Thank you. I appreciate it, you guys, for coming. So MJ was first in my life tonight. So I'll send a note over to Happy Gong Gong, and then Mary Grace was second. So I'll speak to Happy Gong Gong. But I appreciate you guys coming. And like I said, I will be doing some giveaway. I'm trying to put that together, some giveaway. So I know you guys have been very, very supportive, and I would definitely will be speaking to Happy Gong Gong. Okay. So thank you guys for coming. And I understand if you guys can't stay because I know it's Wednesday morning on your end and you guys have to go to work. I understand that. So, okay. Hey, Michelle. How are you? How are you, Michelle? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I mean, myself have not been the best since last Friday. I've not been like, 100%, but I've been pushing it. I've been pushing. And I really wanted to do some live since last weekend, but could not do it. So just taking it a little bit easy. I mean, I felt much better today. So hopefully, going forward, I will continue to feel much better. So I have to push my WH. So I have to be on here. How are you, Michelle? I hope you are feeling well. Oh, thank you, Miley. Thank you so much. Thank you. She said, "You look beautiful today, Miss Lala. Love your curly hair." Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. I guess I need to keep wearing my curly hair. Oh, man. Actually, I went to the barber today to get my hair cut. And the lady who normally cuts my hair, she was not there. So I have to go back tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to be having my hair cut. And I'm not going to always be wearing my curly hair because my natural hair is very short because I had it cut before. And so I just put this on just to, because I'm coming on here, I have to look presentable when I'm coming before the camera. But sometimes I really just like to wear my natural hair, which is very short. So I'm due for a haircut, and I will get that done soon. Miley, this is just a wig, okay? It's just a wig. This is not my natural curly hair. This is just a wig. Trust me on that one. My natural hair, it is short. Oh man, but thank you so much. Hi Jan, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. Oh, thank you so much, Jan. Hey Mimi J. Mimi J say hello. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. And Mary Grace, she's laughing. Yeah, guys, I'm real. I'm real as it is. I don't take off. I'm telling you as it is. But my curly hair, it makes me look pretty and I like it. But this is not my real hair. My real hair is short. And I'm getting it cut tomorrow. I'm getting me a new haircut tomorrow. Thank you for the love, guys. Thank you so much for the love. Uh, Mimi J say blue jacket. Okay. Mimi J, do I have you or did you already connect to me? I will give you a blue jacket, sir. But do not connect to this video, to this live. You will have to go ahead and watch another of my video. And if you're not already connected to me, sir, please do and leave me a comment so I can come back to you. Okay. I just gave you a blue jacket. Oh, I have you. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let me just write you down so I can visit you. Thank you so much for coming. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Guys, excuse me for a second, okay? Sorry about that, guys. I apologize for that. So, guys, you have seen my video last night with all those tomatoes and the worms. You saw that? Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you, Gian. Thank you so much for sharing me out. Hey, Josephine, how are you? Hi, Josephine. You saw how the worms devastated my tomatoes, guys? You saw that? Unbelievable. And I was speaking with someone earlier today. I was on someone's live today, and she's also in the Philippines. And so she told me that she also plants tomatoes, but then she never gets the tomatoes because there's so many pests around, and the pests normally attack her stuff, and they will kill the plant. And if it puts out any kind of fruit, the pest will destroy the fruit. And I said to her, it's the same thing here. It's the same thing. Yeah, Fakwa, they're very bad. And that's the reason why, I have to pick the tomatoes as soon as the tomatoes are fit and slightly changing colors. I have to pick them and that's how it used to be back home. That's how I know. Growing up in Jamaica, that's how they normally do it. The farmers, they normally would go to their fields and they would, harvest the tomatoes when they're like fit and put it up in their house and let them ripe. Because if they let them stay on too long, the worms are going to get them. And my husband was saying to me the same thing. He said, "Go ahead, get your tomatoes." I'm like, "No, let it stay there for a bit. Let it, let it ripe." And I could not believe it, guys. I could not believe it. Hey, Chef Roger Vlog, how are you? Welcome, welcome, Chef. How are you? I could not believe it, guys, how the worms got to my tomatoes so quickly because I have been checking them every day, every day. When I go to work, I come in from work, I go around there and I look at them and I try to see if there's any worms on there, bugs, whatever it is. And I could not believe it. I just did not check them on Sunday because I was not feeling too well on Sunday. So I did not go out in my garden. And I could not believe it. Between Sunday and Monday, the worms got to it.
We were just talking about that.
Hey,
One outside right now.
there's a worm outside?
A
Where?
caterpillar.
Where's the caterpillar?
Right in front of the gate's car. He was making his way through your garden.
She didn't want to kill it.
I didn't want to kill him. I was like, that's your job.
Guys, so my girls just came in the house and they're telling me that there's a caterpillar outside. Where outside?
Right in front
In
of
front
the
of
gate's
the
car.
car.
He was making his way to your garden.
On the ground?
On the ground.
So why didn't you stump it?
I
Because
told
I
her too, but I didn't want to watch this poor
Guys, are you hearing this?
said I was gonna leave him for you because I didn't want to
So
be a
you
murderer.
guys come in the house and I did not stump the caterpillar?
I didn't want to be a murderer. I said I'm gonna leave it for you, but I told him, I said, just leave. Don't stay here. I said if she catch you, she's gonna kill you. She was split you in half.
Wait a second, the chat is getting away. So Farquhar is saying, here in our place we have tomatoes too, Miss Lala. Good thing worms didn't eat our tomato. That's great, Miss Farquhar. And Mimi J say, I visit you all. Show me you love me, guys. Tomorrow. Show me your love tomorrow, guys. Okay. All right. And Angeli, she's saying, hi, Miss Lala. Hey, Angeli, how you doing? And Chef is saying, I'm doing great, host. Thanks for asking. Okay, great. That's awesome, Chef. I'm glad that you're doing awesome. Hi, AG, born Jamaican. How you doing? How are you? Hey. And
He was heading to his garden,
oh, fuck! I say yes. We heard it. Yeah, guys, they told me that they saw a caterpillar on the ground heading towards my garden. It's on the driveway, going around towards my garden, and they're like, they didn't stump it. They're afraid to stump the caterpillar. Girls, can you go out there and stump the caterpillar, please? Sam, can you go do it?
Mom.
Can you tell Daddy to do it?
I told him, I said, just crawl over there, just go over there.
You show it to him?
I'm talking about the caterpillar. I talked to the caterpillar.
No.
Yes, I told him about it, but he told me I should have did it, but I can't do that to life.
Fuck when she's laughing. Guys, I want them to kill this caterpillar because once it gets into the box, I won't see it because everything over there is green.
And you want to know something else?
So just use your shoes and stomp it.
The way the caterpillar was big like
What?
this, big like this.
So go stomp it.
I just can't do that. I can't do it. I can't
What?
do it. You can imagine somebody step on you like that? So I said, I'd rather mom come use her scissors.
Okay, Chef, I will.
I will do it. It is.
Let me. Okay, it's Chef Roger. Let me write it down. Right? Can you, Lisa? Can you go stomp it for me, please?
And the thing is, if he gets in mom's garden, you won't see him because he's brown. He's gonna blend in with the dirt.
So then go kill it.
I know, but I can't.
You keep telling me and talking about you know.
I know. I'm sorry.
Guys, my girls, they are afraid of bugs. They are afraid of spiders. They're afraid of every little thing. And they saw the caterpillar and they didn't stomp it. And then they're gonna come in and tell me about it. I'm taking it easy because I'm on live, But I can't believe them. I can't believe them. Oh, they're gonna see a caterpillar heading towards my garden and didn't stump it. Once it gets into the bed, I won't be able to see it until it starts to do all the damages. Oh my gosh. Hey Maricel, how are you? Fuck what she says. So funny hearing you guys arguing. Chef Roger said enough respect to each and every one in the chat. Oh, I'm telling you, they are afraid of the little bugs, the little tiny stuff they are afraid of. You killed it?
I didn't see him. He's gone.
Oh my gosh, you didn't see it?
No, he's gone.
Oh no. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, guys.
I couldn't kill life. Would you want somebody to do that to you? Would you want somebody to step on you?
It's a caterpillar, for heaven's sake.
I couldn't do it. He was too big. He was big like this. I couldn't do it.
Guys, I can't believe her. She didn't stop on the caterpillar. Now, my other one went out there. She didn't see the caterpillar. So you know what happened? It got away. Now it's in my bed, my garden, and I got tomatoes in that bed.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
Mega love, mega shout out.
So Chef Roger is saying, big up Team Happy. Farquhar is saying caterpillar didn't bite them if this caterpillar didn't bite them if they stump it right away. The problem is solved. Hey Faye, how are you, Faye?
I just said caterpillar.
Faye said, hey Lala and chat. Hey Rochelle, how are you? Thank you so much, Mary Grace. Thank you so much. Mary Grace is saying that you're beautiful like your mom, Venice.
Oh, God, I said thank you.
She said, thank you, Mary Grace. Yeah, but I can't believe they allow the caterpillar to get away in my garden.
Yes, I did.
They are afraid of everything. And the thing is, guys, so her room is right next to my tomato plants. And I said to her, your job is to watch my tomato plants. If you see any caterpillars on my tomatoes from your window, let me know so I can go and get the caterpillars. She has not seen one yet, you know? And I don't know if she's actually looking to see if there are any caterpillars out there. And they're right there by her window. So can you imagine? She saw a caterpillar just now heading towards my garden. She didn't stomp it. The other one went out there, didn't see the caterpillar because the caterpillar is already long gone into my garden. And she's supposed to be watching the other tomatoes by her window. I don't think she's even doing it. Guys, what you think? She's not doing it. Anyway, Angeli, I'm watching Miss Lala while washing the dishes. Oh, thank you so much, Angeli. Thank you so much. Hey, Christine, how are you? Thank you so much, Christine, for coming. You saw it?
It disappeared.
Yeah, Lisa said it disappeared.
Yeah.
So it's into the garden now.
I don't know how a little caterpillar can move so fast.
What?
Of course, they got so many legs. Of course, they can move fast.
At least flipped it over and it started playing dead. I didn't know it was that.
Guys, so you know, tomorrow I have to go search because I have a nice, beautiful pear tomato plant in that bed that they saw the caterpillar heading to. So tomorrow morning I have to go check and see if I see any damage on my tomato and also check to see if I see the caterpillar. So hopefully tonight it does not, for some reason, hopefully it does not get to my plant. I can't believe them.
Sorry.
Sorry won't do nothing.
Well,
Wait, which one is the one?
Struggle is real, guys. The struggle is real. Hey, Marisol. Oh, thank you so much, Marisol. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck, well, she's just laughing. She's just laughing. It's Farquhar saying because she's too afraid to take the life of the caterpillar instead, it's okay for her to ruin all your tomatoes. Yeah. She's afraid to kill the caterpillar and then it's going to ruin my tomato plant because those things, they eat fast. They do eat fast. Okay. So you can imagine it moves so fast from the time she saw it heading towards the garden bed. So by tomorrow, it's already on the plant. Hopefully not. But it's already going to start doing damages. Fuck was laughing. And the thing is,
just trying to survive.
I'm trying to. I need to.
Make a butterfly garden.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I need to do. I need to do another update on my pepino plant. The pepino, it's the South American melon. And I plant that one from seed because I bought the fruit at the store, got the seeds, and planted it in the garden. So the pepino, the plant came up. It looked so healthy, so pretty. It started to put out the baby pepino fruits. But guess what's going on? There are some different kinds of bugs attacking my pepino plant. They punch all these holes into the leaves, and they are even making holes into the little pouch that the pepino fruit is in, and they are damaging it. So I went to the store, and well, I had previously, they call it the neem oil. It's supposed to be an organic spray. And I used that to spray the plant, but I had that neem oil for like maybe 2 years. So I don't know if it's even good, if it still has its strength. So I went and I purchased another neem oil bottle. So I'm going to have to use that tomorrow and spray that plant because those bugs, and I saw two of them this morning. They were like, actually, this is a different kind. I saw two red and black bugs on the pepino plant and I took them off. But there's some other little, they almost look like snails, but they're not snails because they don't have any shells and they're dark and they're just chewing away, making holes at the leaves. And they're like tiny slugs all over my fruit, all over the little plant. And I mean, if they weren't attacking that plant, the plant would do so much better. But they are damaging my pepino plant. So I need to do an update on that one to show you guys. But it's just so many bugs out there, so many pests, Normally, normally when it's warmer, that's when you see them. In the wintertime, between I would say December through January, early part of February, the bugs are not so much. But as soon as it started to get warmer in like end of February into March, forget it. They're coming out like crazy. And they're just, trying to kill everything I have out there. What's that?
My hair is already grown back. Look at that.
Hey, GT Junior, how are you? How is Alaska? Make love. I just gave you a jacket, GT Junior. And guys, if you're a content creator, you can drop your link. For those that are content creators, they can drop their link in the chat, and if anyone don't have them, they can connect. Hey, Arlene, how you doing? How are you? Yes, you have a jacket there, GT Junior. Yes, Farquhar. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Farquhar. I do appreciate you being here. Okay, I appreciate it. Go ahead. I understand. GT Junior said it. Jacket looks nice. You're welcome, GT Junior. And I wish your son all the best, dear Farquhar. All the best to your son doing his classes online, okay? All the best. I remember last year my daughter had to do online classes from home, but this year she's back out. Actually, last year they went back to school, so they're in school in person. I don't know if everyone is doing it. Like all the states here in America. I don't know if all the states are doing it, but I know for our state, the kids are back in school face to face with and without their mask. So GT Junior, so what do you have growing over there? Are you getting ready to plant your stuff? Does it start to get warm as yet? Is it getting warm over there in Alaska or is it still cold?
Yes. 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 Why you can't picture for me? I do. I just don't do it well.
Hey May, how you doing? Mega mega love shout out to you, May. How are you? Thank you, May. Bye, Fakwa. Bye. Thank you so much, Fakwa. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm glad that he's smart. That's awesome. Yes, tell him to keep up the good work, okay? Yes, definitely. I agree, Fakwa. I agree. I agree. I'm doing okay, May. I'm doing okay. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you are doing well. Oh, May. I don't know if you saw the video yesterday, but the worms they started chewing away at my tomato plants, and not only my tomato plants, but also the tomato themselves. So I had to pick a whole lot more of the tomatoes, very green. So they're fit and slightly starting to change colors. So I had to take them off the tree. And even today I went back and I got some more because I went out there to do some watering and more tomatoes that start they'll slightly change colors. I picked them right off the plant and brought them on the inside. So yeah, because the caterpillars and bugs they just eating away. Yesterday I lost four nice sized tomato. Four. Okay. And I said no more. I can't let them take my tomatoes like that. And even the green ones, even the green tomatoes, the caterpillars and worms are chewing away at. They'll eat anything. And some of them are so green I'm ready to be picked, but it's just crazy. Oh, Fakwa, that's awesome. He's always in top one, Miss Lala. That's why I'm so proud of him. Oh, that's awesome, Fakwa. Great, great. Oh, thank you so much, May. Thank you so much. Hey, Mama. Mama's Mini Kitchen, how are you? I'm giving you a jacket right now, Mama's Mini Kitchen. So you can drop your link. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Faye. Faye says she's blessed just watching TV. That's awesome, Faye. I'm happy that you're doing well. Mama's Mini Kitchen, how are you? How are you doing? Okay, so she said that I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing better today. Been under a little bit since Friday, but I'm doing better today. Actually, today I did a little bit of vlogging today. I went to, you know, one of our local water parks. I took my girls to the water park because we're on spring break here in South Florida. So took the girls to the water park to have some fun. So I did a little bit of vlogging and I was trying to upload it, but for some reason I'm having issues with storage. So I'll try to get that out by tomorrow. May just drop in, Miss Lala. Gonna do laundry now. Okay, May, that's fine. Go do your laundry, girl. I know it's morning time over there. I know it's morning time. Yes, go do your laundry. Thank you so much for dropping by. Faye, so for the bugs, uh I would say for the bugs, I'm gonna try the neem oil spray. I bought a brand new bottle of neem oil spray. But someone told me yesterday that I can mix the soap water, like the dishwashing liquid. I can put, and I've heard that before. You can put like a teaspoon of dishwashing liquid into a gallon of water. But then this person told me yesterday to add some hot pepper in the water. And so when you spray the leaves of your plants, the hot pepper along with the soap water should prevent the bugs from chewing away at it. So I'm gonna try that tomorrow. But some of my plants, because they're so bushy, um, I'm thinking I want to try the neem oil spray first because it's so bushy, and hopefully it can, deter the bugs from chewing away because they are supposed to. The neem oil spray is supposed to kill like the caterpillars and all those other insect that bites away at the plant. It should be safe for the bees. It should be safe for the bees. However, I think I read somewhere or I heard something about once you spray it with the neem oil, you have to go back and wash it off before the bees or the good pollinators they come out. I don't know. I don't know. I need to do more research into that. But I have the neem oil spray. I spent like what, 10 or $11 for that spray. It's very costly at Lowe's. I think it was like 10.99. So 11 and change, with taxes. So I'm gonna try that tomorrow. But normally I don't like to spray my plant, especially when they got fruits on there, even though they're saying it's organic stuff. I don't like to spray my plants. But even my green tomatoes, the bugs are chewing away at the green tomatoes. They're making holes into the tomatoes. And yesterday I lost 4 big tomatoes. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. And that's one of the reasons. I think that the two critical thing is you have to always be checking your plants because I normally go out there and even today I saw I don't know if it's a hornworm or it was just a green caterpillar that was on my potato plant. So I killed that one. I keep looking at the tomato plants. I haven't found any hornworms as yet on my tomato plants. I found some last week, but not this week so far. So whatever got to the tomatoes on Sunday, it has to be in the soil somewhere. So maybe at night they come out. So I probably need to go out there with some kind of light at night and just to check because I looked at the plant yesterday, I look at the plant today, and I did not see anything. Okay, so maybe something in the soil and then they come out at nights because I was looking, nothing. So it is somewhere there hiding away, and it's crazy. Hey Lala, are you close to 4,000 watch hour? Mama's Mini Kitchen, and I'm only halfway. I'm only halfway, girl. I need to build my watch time so bad. I'm only halfway, girl. So bad. Yeah. So if anyone wants to run my playlist, I would appreciate it. If anyone wants to run my playlist, I would appreciate it. But I'm only halfway to my 4,000 mark. Faye says, okay, I put hot sauce. Can you, can, oh, I can't say that word now. I know the name. It's on the tip of my tongue to say it. Pepper or any type of red pepper on my cans outside, and it keeps the critters away really well. Okay, cayenne pepper. That's the word. I know it. I know it. Just cayenne pepper. So you put the hot sauce, cayenne, or any type of hot pepper on my cans. So you put it on the cans outside and it keeps the critters away. So do you put the cans like into the garden bed, Faye? That's how you do it? So we can watch. Okay, yes. Hey Shadeen, how are you? I'm giving you a jacket, Shadeen. How are you doing? Thank you for coming by. Okay, I appreciate it, Mama's Mini Kitchen. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, so I'm definitely gonna try the pepper thing. I'm gonna try that pepper thing. I wish I had the natural neem oil or peppermint oil. I even heard about the peppermint oil, and I was looking for the peppermint oil, but I didn't see it. And I know it's not the same ones that we see in the beauty supply store. Maybe it is, I don't know. But I saw some stuff in the beauty supply store, and I don't remember seeing the peppermint oil in the beauty supply store though. I saw other oils. But they I've heard about the peppermint oil. They don't, like the critters, they don't like the smell of the peppermint oil. And you would also put the pepper in there as well. Um, but yeah. Oh, you're doing fine. That's awesome. That's awesome, Shadeen. But yeah, that's the thing though. In Florida, I mean, I don't know for the other states, but once it really started gets warm here, it's gonna be crazy. Hi, Charlene. How are you? How are you? Thank you for coming. How are you? Giving you a jacket here. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. And she's also saying blessings to everyone in the chat. Yeah, so it's just constant work. The garden does take a lot of work, lots of work. The garden it does, and you just have to keep at it. So I will try my neem oil spray tomorrow, and I will also try the pepper thing. So I'll see what will happen. Oh no, I don't have a garden. I put that on my garbage cans. Oh, for your garbage cans. Okay, okay, okay. But I keep hearing people talking about the pepper and the soap. Hey June, how are you? Enough love to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. So Charlene says, beautiful work though. I am so excited about starting one. Oh, yes, yes, yes. It's a lot of work, but it's very, very rewarding because when you do plant and you do harvest, it feels good because now I don't have to buy tomatoes at the store for right now. And like I said, I'm just excited for my little season right now because soon my tomato seasons will be finished. And I saw already my sweet potato already sprouted because I had some sweet potatoes that was buried in the soil from last year. So now I saw the sweet potatoes already put out their leaves. So soon the sweet potatoes are gonna run and spread all over my bed. So I'm thankful right now that I still have some tomatoes coming in, and soon it's gonna be over. My tomato season will be done soon. So I'm just excited for my short tomato season. Hopefully I might still get some young ones because believe it or not, I did sow some tomato seeds in little trays, and today I've transplanted, I want to say seven. I've transplanted seven, and these are cherry tomatoes in the garden, and I still have roughly quite a few more to transplant. You know, I know it's a long stretch because I'm already almost at the end of March, going into April. So I don't know if I'm going to really get anything, but I'm still, trusting God and keeping my fingers crossed that they will do something. Um, because in Florida, as soon as it you have a constant hit of that 85 degrees Fahrenheit and up, the tomatoes, they will look pretty, they'll put the blossom out, but they won't put out any fruits. So I'm still hoping that by me transplanting them now, even though it's a little bit late, I might still get something, you know. But really and truly, now is like the time for the sweet potatoes and the okras and what else? The peppers. And even the peppers sometimes, when it gets so hot, the peppers, they will, I don't know, you would think that the peppers would continue to bloom and give you peppers, but sometimes they don't, you know? So we'll see. I don't give up. I normally still plant. What I've done today as well, because this week I'm on spring break with my kids. So what I've done today as well, my broccoli that I've took away all the leaves from the stem and I leave just the naked stalks into the soil. I went back out there and I saw that they put out some baby leaves. So I took those off and I planted them into the soil. I took off those new growth on the broccoli stalk. I put those into the soil. I also had some collard greens growing in the back, young baby collards. I put those also into the soil. So I know the broccolis are not going to give me any heads because it's already past my cool season, but at least if it grows and I get the leaf, I love the broccoli leaves, guys. I have another video coming out with some night with another nice saute broccoli leaves with carrots. Guys, it tastes so good. So guys, if you have never eat your broccoli leaves, eat your broccoli leaves, okay? Um yeah. So Charlene, she's saying she say it's the best way to eat. Yes, I agree. And she also say, oh, it takes that long to grow. I know it does take long to grow. Oh, thank you so much, Charlene. Thank you so much. So yeah, so I put the broccoli leaves in, not the broccoli leaves, the broccoli new growth, and I put the collard greens. So whatever leaves I get, because I'm just really growing it for the leaves. Whatever leaves I get, I can always just cut them up and store them in the freezer until I'm ready to use them. So I did that today. But it's really a good thing when you plant and you see what you plant, they grow and they come back and you have something to harvest and eat. It's a good thing. Hey, Glorious Platter, how are you? She say hi there, host, and the rest. And Charlene is say that's good to know. Wasn't sure. Yes, you can eat the leaves of the broccoli, of the cauliflower, just like how we eat the collard greens. We can do the Brussels sprouts leaves, the broccoli, cauliflower. What else out there? Even the cabbage leaves that after the cabbage folds and everything, you can eat the outer leaves of the cabbage as long as they're good, because even when I picked up my cabbage, the better leaves that were still there, I took them up and I washed them and I put them in the fridge until I'm ready to eat them. Yes, I don't let anything goes to waste. So Charlene said low. Oh Lord, typo. Okay. And even the carrot leaves, you can eat the carrot leaves. Last time I grew some carrots and I sauteed the leaves. Very, very tasty. Okay. And Gloria's Platter, she's saying, right after work, girl, saw you and came running to support. Oh, thank you so much, Gloria's Platter. Thank you so much. Oh, Charlene said, yes, I love the carrot leaves. Yes, it's so good. June says it looks like almost everything is edible nowadays, lol. I'm telling you, it is. Glorious Platter. I thought I gave you a jacket. Let me give you a jacket there, Gloria. Thought I did. Oh, thank you, Shadeen. Thank you so much. I just gave you a jacket there, Gloria. Yeah, everything there is good. Yeah, don't waste anything. Don't waste anything. If you're not ready to use it, just put it in the freezer, put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer until you're ready to use it. I find that sometimes if you put it in a plastic bag and put it inside just a regular fridge, sometimes the leaves they will turn yellow. So you have to put it in the freezer, you know. But yeah, don't waste anything because I was so sad. Let me tell you the story about my carrots. So I planted some carrots and I was so sad that the carrots they did not do well. And oh, Charlene said, "Are you close to getting monetized, sis? Let us know if we can help you with what." Oh, Charlene, I'm only halfway there. I'm only halfway the mark. I'm only halfway on the watch time, halfway. So, anyone who wants to help me with my watch time, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. June says, "Cool. I'm wearing a nice blue jacket." Yeah. Yay, laugh out loud. Yes. Yeah, so I planted my carrots and I was so sad because they were there for a very long time. And I'm like, God, there got to be a way for me to use my carrot leaves. So I said, you know what? Because it never came to me before, like, to go check to see if my carrot leaves were edible. So when lol, blue is so cool. You're welcome, Charlene. So I went up and I Googled, is carrot leaves edible? And when I did, sure enough, it was. So I said, oh, yay, I can cook my carrot leaves. And so I did it, and it was awesome. I stir fried it and I mixed it with what? What I mixed it with?
Peppers.
Not just peppers and tomatoes and onions, but I think I mixed it with something else. I think I also had some at the time kohlrabis. And at that time, my first time growing the kohlrabis, they did not bulb. Okay. So I had all these leaves from the carrots and from the kohlrabis. And I said that there's no way I'm going to waste those leaves. And sure enough, they were edible, and I mixed them together, put them in a nice stir fry, and I ate it. It was delicious. It was good. um, 1 second, guys. I'm hearing music. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter was playing some music, and I had to, turn the music down so I don't get copyright. Sorry about that. So Charlene is saying you can do it in a salad too. Sorry, guys. Okay, guys. So that's better now. Yeah, I don't want copyright issues, Gloria. And they know I'm doing a live and they're turning up their little music. Even though it wasn't as loud, but I could still hear it. So that means that it would get onto my video. So yeah. But yeah, so then I had to use up my kohlrabi leaves and my carrot leaves, and I felt much better. But this time around, I have some kohlrabis that I need to harvest, and I'm so happy because I also did a video. Charlie said, "Lol, children got to love them." Yes, so true. So I harvest. Hopefully YT didn't pick it up. Yeah, I hope they don't. I hope they did not pick it up. Yeah. So I I did a video. It's on my channel, but I did not put it as publish it yet. Um, I harvest my first kohlrabi for this season, and I cut up the leaves, the bulbs, the stem, everything, saute it, and it tasted so good. So I'm gonna release that video. But before I release that video, I have to release another piece, which is like 3 minutes. So I'm gonna, get to that this week. But it was tasting so good, guys. Oh, Charlotte, what is kohlrabi's? So the kohlrabi's, they said that it is a taste between broccoli, broccoli and cauliflower. It's a taste between broccoli and cauliflower. So I will show a picture. Well, I'll put the video up and you'll see it. It is leafy at the top and it has a little bulb at the bottom. And they said it can be eaten raw. You can cook it, you know. But of course, the leaves, you'd have to cook the leaves. But the fruit itself, the bulb, you can cut that up into a salad and eat it raw, or you can cook it. But it tastes very, very good. I love it. That's okay. I know what you were talking about. So Gloria said, "Okay, guy, gotta go. Family is waiting for me. Take care. Have a wonderful evening." Thank you so much, Gloria, for coming. Thank you so much, Gloria. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, nice to see you too, Gloria. Gloria, thank you. So Charlene said, "Looking forward to for the video." Yes. Yeah, the kohlrabi is very good, very nice, very nice. You can eat it raw. I did taste it raw, and it's okay. But I rather to saute it or stir fry it. I prefer to cook it, and I cook all of it together: the stems, the leaf, everything, the bulb, everything. I just cut up everything and just whoops, 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 and it was ready. It was so good. And I do have some other ones out there to pick. There are some that are ready. I don't think they're going to get any bigger. I know, depending on the state that you're in, I know I've seen them get very, very big if you leave them too long in the ground. For me, I don't think they're going to get bigger because we're getting warmer and they love the cool temperature to grow. Um, so I'm going to start harvesting the kohlrabis and start using them up. Yes, me too, Charlene. The veggies are very delicious. I love the veggies. I can eat veggies all the time. I can do soup all the time. I love them. I love soup. I love vegetable soup. Very, very good. And I've not even made a soup yet. I should make some soup. I should make some soup. Oh, June is saying very unusual name. Girl, I remember growing up in Jamaica, I never heard about kohlrabi. Never did. I've only seen it since I even came to Florida, because even living in New York, I never seen it before. But since I came to Florida lately I've seen this kohlrabi and I said, wait a second, what is this? Let me check this out. And so I bought it and I cook it and I love it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna plant it. So Charlene said, "Oh wow, I see they have purple and green." Yes, they have purple and green kohlrabis. Yes, they do. So this time around, I planted the green kohlrabis. Hey, Yard Foods, how you doing? Good night. Good night. Thank you for coming in. I just gave you a jacket there, Yard Foods. Thank you so much for coming in. Yes, thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah. Yes, it is very delicious. You should try it. I've seen it at Publix supermarket, and I've seen it in Walmart as well. And I think my first time purchasing the kohlrabi was at Publix. I've even had the fennel. Have you guys tried the fennel? The fennel, I like it. It almost, to me, the fennel will almost similar to the kohlrabi, just that it's white. Um, I tried planting the fennel, but it did not work. And it's already past the growing season for me to put fennel in the ground. I had the seeds, and I believe I even did sow the seeds. One came up, but it did not last. Um, the others did not sprout. But yeah, fennel is another one that I love. It's a very rare vegetable. Never seen fennel before. And I saw it in public supermarket. I purchased fennel and I loved it. Planting it though, I think this year, if I live to see, I will have to plant the fennel run about, I want to say end of September into October. So at least I get November, December, January for it to grow. So yeah. So June is saying I thought fennel was green. No, the bulb of the fennel is white. The head of it though, the head of it is green, and the head of the fennel looks like celery. The head of the fennel looks like celery, but the bottom part of it, the bulb, it's white. Oh, Yard Food is saying, I see you're doing a great job in the garden. Thank you, Yard Food. I'm trying. I'm trying. I also need to harvest my my collard greens. I need to harvest my collard greens because I have those two big plants that I have of the collard greens outside. Those I planted from last February. So last year, February, I planted those two collard greens and they went through the entire summer and they withstood the hot summer heat and they're still lasting. So, but one of them now I saw that it's on its side and it doesn't look so good. So I'm gonna take off the leaves. I'm not gonna uproot it. I'm just gonna take off the leaves and store it in the fridge and see if it will continue to put out more leaf before I take it out the ground. So Charlene is saying fennel is so good. I use the seeds as tea. Great for hernia. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. One love, you all got to get baby ready for bed. Okay, thank you so much, Charlene, for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Stay fab sis and keep healthy living. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. You so your food say you need to try and plant some sorry. You mean sorrel yard food? Sorrel? Hi, Heriberto. How are you? Thank you for coming in. And he's saying good night to everyone. Thank you, Herberto. You meant sorrel yard food. I need to plant some sorrel. I think you mean to say sorrel, but you say sorry. Maybe sorrel. I think that's what you're saying. Yard foods. I hope I think I've looked to see. Oh, sorrel. Yes. So I actually looked to see if I saw the seeds at the store, but I didn't see the sorrel seeds. And Herberto say hello, Brazil. Who's Brazil? Or are you saying that you're from Brazil? Yeah, so I looked for the sorrel seeds yard foods, but I didn't find any. And when I purchased the dry sorrel for me to make my drink, I saw some seeds in the pack and I took it out to say I'm just gonna try to see if they would grow. And I don't know what I did with them. Maybe someone just put them in the trash because I put them on the counter. But I'm still trying to see if I can get some sorrel seeds. I would love to plant sorrel, but I don't see the seeds at the store. But when I see the I'm gonna go back because I still have some more of that dry sorrel in the pack. I'm gonna check to see if it has any seeds again in there, and I'm gonna try to plant those seeds and see if they would come, because I don't think they boiled them or anything. I think all they did was to just dry the sorrel. So maybe the seeds in those packs are still good for me to plant. I'm gonna try it. June, it sounds like you have everything in your garden. Nice. June, I don't have everything in my garden. No, I don't. But I try to put certain things in there, whatever I can put my hands on at the store. And the thing is too, today when I went on the road, I passed by a nursery, and I think there's one closer to me here, and there's another one. I mean, I've gone by the nursery, the plant nursery, looking for certain things, and they don't have it. You have to go there at a certain time. But one of the most important things that I really want to get my hands on, June, is some June plum. It's a June plum tree. And so one of my neighbors up the street, she has a June plum tree in her yard. And that little thing is so small. It's loaded with June plum. And I went by and her husband gave me some. And so I put all four seeds into a container. I don't know how well they're going to do. I haven't seen anything yet. I keep watering it, so I keep the soil moist. But I'm really hoping that those June plum will, germinate. I don't know. Hopefully the seeds will germinate. So I really want to have a June plum tree. Yard Food said maybe you could check the Caribbean store. The Caribbean store, Yard Foods, they don't sell the seeds, like the seed packs for you to plant. You have to go to like a nursery or Home Depot, Lowe's, or Walmart. But the Caribbean stores, they don't sell seeds. They only sell like, foods and, stuff like that. They don't sell the seeds. I wish they did. Hey T Blair, how you doing, T Blair? Sorry. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I just gave you a jacket there, T Blair. What am I saying? Sorry. I apologize. Yes, your namesake there, June. I love the June plum. I'm telling you, the tree is so small, but it has so many June plums on there. And I went by, God bless them. And I went by there and I said to the husband, because the lady was not home, and the husband said, yeah, it's my wife, older couple. He said, it's my wife's tree. And I said, but what she use so many June plums to do? He said that she makes a stew. He said that she makes a stew with the June plum. Never heard that before, but she cooks it. And he said, yeah, let me get you a bag. And he gave me a bag and he said, go ahead and pick yourself a dozen. Me not trying to be, too much. I think when I picked off, I think I picked like 10. I thought it was 8, but when I actually counted it, it was actually 10. So I shot myself 2, because he said pick a dozen. But I wasn't trying to overdo it. But he was so nice, elderly guy. And I was just so thankful that he allowed me to pick the June plum. He said, I have no problem sharing as long as folks come and they ask us for it. I'm okay with it. I'm like, that's how I am too. So I was so happy. So T Blair, she said, good night, everyone. Yard Food saying, cooking blessings. T Blair, she said, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. You're very welcome, T Blair. Yard Food said, whenever you eat the June plum, don't chew the seed. Put the seed in your flowers pot. Yes, Yard Foods, that's what I did. I put 4 seeds into 4 containers outside, and I try to keep the soil moist. And I'm watching to see if it's going to come. So I did not bite on the seed. I had them in the kitchen. I let them dry. And then when I was getting ready to plant them, I let them soak a little bit in some water. and then I put them into the soil. So they're outside. And I'm waiting to see if they're gonna pop. So June is saying, yes, I used to stew them and sell them back in Jamaica. Oh wow. And T Blair is saying, yes, I used to stew June plum. It's very good. Wow. Hey, the Bible Quiz channel. How are you? Thank you for coming, Bible Quiz. And T Blair is saying, hello, Yard Foods. Good night. Oh, I never heard about that. You could stew the June plum. Normally back home, I just eat it with salt. Most time I eat it with salt. And the sweeter ones, I just eat it just the way it was. I didn't stew them. I know I saw, but are they stew though? Because I saw them in the store here, but they're in jars. But I don't think it's stew. I just think they're just in jar in some kind of solution. But I never know. I normally don't buy it. Like when I see the jackfruit like that and the June plum like that or the cherries in the jars, I don't normally buy them because it's not the same taste. So I never tried it before. Yeah, so I mean, I'm really hoping, and you know, the guy was so nice because what he did, he called the person who gave them the June plum tree. He said, "Hold on, let me call." Like he said, "Let me call Roy," and he called up the guy, and the guy told me where I could go find it. Hey, unplug and unwind. How are you? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. T Blair say, it's mostly the ripe June plum stew. Okay, okay, cool. Yeah. And the thing is, because the tree is so small, and even though the tree is loaded, the June plums are so tiny. They are so tiny. They're so tiny. But guys, let me give you this story, okay? My mother, she lives in New York, okay? She lives in Queens, New York. My mom, she loves to plant anything she can get her hands on, just like me, right? But she lives in New York. She loves June plum. Did you know my mom, right now in New York, she has a June plum tree, guys, in her kitchen. And all the time she shows off on me, okay? She show off on me. I'm saying, Mom, you so show off. She planted the June plum tree in a nice big container and she put it right next to the window in her kitchen. And so last year she got 5 June plums, 5. This year so far, she got some more than 5 this year so far. And every time she takes the picture, she sent to me and she's like, look at my June plum. Hey, Heaven Hope, how are you? Thank you so much. Thumbs up done. I'm from Korea. Every week they premiere 2 channel Canadian friend together. Very successful, very happy. Okay, that's my Korean friends, guys. If you guys don't have Heaven Hope, you can connect to him. He's very supportive. Thank you so much, Heaven Hope, for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Words of inspiration. She says, he or she says, I prefer the ripe June plum. Yes, the ripe June plum, they are sweet and delicious. June says, I stew the June plums only. Man, I eat them green, I eat them ripe. I don't know about the stew ones because I never had it before, but sure enough, I would try it. June, so when you stew the June plum, do you stew it with like pepper? Like, is it like very spicy or is it like mild? I mean, how and what do you put in it? You know? But yeah, my mom, she right now has the June plum tree, and I know she has June plum on it in her kitchen. And some of them already ripe, and she already ate it, and some is still on the tree, coming in. And I said, Mom, you so show off. But yeah, she, and I'm like, wow, Mom, in New York, you would think put your plant in Florida in the ground, but to have it in New York in your kitchen, that's crazy, right? That's really crazy. Hey, Caribbean Gospel Zone, how are you? How are you? Thank you for coming in. I just gave you a jacket there. Thank you for coming in, Caribbean Gospel Zone. Wow, I love these channels. Awesome, awesome, guys. If you are not connected to me, please go ahead, watch one of my short videos, like one of those 3-minute videos, and you can connect to me and I will definitely come back to you. That's awesome. So happy that you're here. Thank you for coming. Yeah. So June is saying I stew the green ones only. Oh, you stew the green ones only. Okay. You stew it with with brown sugar and a bit of vanilla or nutmeg. Oh wow. And here am I thinking that maybe you stew it like with like onions and peppers and like make it spicy. Oh, but it's just brown sugar, vanilla and nutmeg. Oh wow. Wow. So I wonder how does that taste? Brown sugar, definitely sweet, and nutmeg. Wow. And then you eat that with what? How do you eat that? With bread? What? Does or by itself? Do you eat it with anything else? T Blair. That's right, June. Oh wow. So I guess you do it the same way there, T Blair. Oh wow. Brown sugar. So let me write that down. Brown sugar and nutmeg. Wow. And I think sometimes there are certain stores here that we can get June plums from when they're in season, and they get their little shipments. So I will try that with the June plum, brown sugar and nutmeg. Or you eat it by itself. Okay. All right. Cool. Whole new perspective. How are you? Oh, so she said that she have not heard of June plum tree. Yes. So the June plum tree there, whole new perspective. That's grown in the tropical and the subtropical area, around the world. So if you have any Caribbean store in your area, and I would say during the summertime, you go there, you can ask them if they have any June plum, because sometimes the Caribbean stores, they will have it. Because I know here in Florida, sometimes we do get it. And, certain stores, like you're not going to find it at public supermarket or at Walmart, but you'll find it at the Caribbean stores. And yeah, you can use it to make drink. I have a video on my channel that I use it to make drink. Um, with your ginger and your lemon, it tastes good. You can add any other fruit to it and make it into a nice, beautiful drink. Or as you can see here, June and T Blair, they're talking about stewing it with some brown sugar and nutmeg. I'm going to try that one. And for me, I just normally, eat it raw, just the way it is, green. When I say green, not green, green, but, if it's fit or it's ripe. And it's very, very, very delicious. So we just love it. It has a little tanginess to it, but we love it. Something that we grew up on, so we love it. Yeah. And guys, if you don't have anyone here in the chat, you can feel free to drop your link and connect to folks in the chat. If you don't have them, feel free to drop your link. And that's the reason why I gave you guys the blue jacket. If you don't have anyone here, you can, exchange and connect, So yeah. I remember June, growing up in Jamaica, we had the berries. We had like the little berries over here. When I see them in the store, they say raspberry, but because I grew up in the country, so we had like the little berry trees that we go and we pick the little berries. And one of the things I used to love to do with the berries was that we would take the berries home, put them into a cup, we put the sugar in it, and you just crush it up and you eat it that way. Or you put the condensed milk on the berries and you crush it up. You eat it that way. But we still love picking the berries. And then the greener berries, they were so tangy and you just love the tanginess. All New Perspective says, I bought jackfruit, but I haven't prepared it. So, oh wow. So make sure you eat it before it goes bad, okay? They call me Sunshine. Hey, how are you? And she says, good evening, Lala, and everyone in the chat. Hi, they call me Sunshine. How are you? I'm gonna give you a jacket. Just a second. So I just gave you a jacket right there. And if you don't have me, you can always, um, watch one of my short videos and leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up. And guys, again, if you don't have anyone here in the chat, you can always drop your link and connect with them. Oh, it's in a can. Whole new perspective. Let me tell you, the best way to eat jackfruit is to get the actual fruit, the actual fruit. Sometimes they sell it in the stores, the Caribbean stores again. Um, and they sometimes they cut it in half or just like, a segment of the jackfruit. But it's best to eat it in its natural state with salt. If you can take salt, you can do it with salt. But if you don't want salt because of, maybe whatever health reasons, you don't have to put salt on it. But just eat it. Because I bought one, I bought a half, I want to say maybe a month or so ago. And it wasn't the sweetest one, but it was still sweet. And I was the only one in my house that actually sit and ate it. The girls did not want any, my husband did not want any. And but I sat and I ate it at different times, different days until it was done because it was a very nice sized jackfruit. But that's the best way to go about it, is to eat it in its raw state, okay? Not so much the can, because with the can, because of the different preservatives they put in the liquid to keep it, it takes away from the actual, the authentic taste. So yeah. Um, Yard Food say we still have lots of berries, but these young generation don't know them. Oh my goodness, Yard Foods, what? They call me Sunshine. I'm already subbed. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. June say I'm from the country too, so I know all those things, Lala. Yes, I'm telling you. Hey, Wynell, thank you so much. Java, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Team Happy, how are you, Team Happy? Yes, I can't believe they don't know the berries. Oh my goodness. That was one of my favorite thing yard foods growing up. One of my favorites. Those berries, man, anywhere they were, and the little pricks that would get you. You try to put your hand over there, put your hand up there to get the berries. You always get stuck by the pricks, but that didn't stop me from going to get my berries. I love my berries. I can't believe they don't know it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, I love jackfruit. Oh, man, I'm telling you, I love the jackfruit seed. So, okay, so my girls and I, we did that tasting of Korean snack recently. And so what was that thing, Sam? Was it the cashew? What was that nut that we tasted?
No, chestnut.
The chestnut, right? So the Koreans, they have the chestnut, they call it roasted chestnuts. And when I taste the chestnuts, it tastes just like the jackfruit seed. I said, man, this thing reminded me of jackfruit seeds because back home we normally cook the jackfruit seeds and we ate it. You cook it with some salt, and when you're ready to eat it, you sprinkle some black pepper on it. That was good. And even when I purchased the jackfruit, because I ate all of it by myself, different days, I was going to do the seeds, but then I said, nah, you know. Hey, Princess B, how are you? Mega love shout out to you. Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, I can't believe they don't know berry and jackfruit seed. And I was on one of my other friends' channel and we were talking about the rose apple. Oh my goodness. Pumpkin seeds. I don't know if I ever tried pumpkin. I know I've done the sunflower, but I keep seeing people talking about the pumpkin seeds perspective. So I'm definitely going to try the pumpkin seeds. I am going to try that. One is on my list to try. Okay. So they call me Sunshine, says at Yard Foods. That's some good looking brown stew chicken on your channel. So Sunshine is saying to you, Yard Foods, your chicken, your stewed chicken is looking beautiful and delicious over there. That's awesome. Thank you, dear Sunshine. June is saying, I don't know Rose. You don't know Rose Apple? Girl, let me tell you, I love Rose Apple. I remember climbing up into, so this is the story on the Rose Apple, right? And the thing is with Rose Apple, growing up in the countryside back home, there weren't a whole lot of Rose Apple trees. To be honest, there were not a lot of Rose Apple trees. I don't know why, but from what I remember, maybe two. I don't think there were even three. I think there were like maybe two. So one time, hey Lavice, how are you? How are you? Thank you so much, Lavice. So one time, because growing up in the country, we never normally have water all the time, running water in your tap, right? So you have to go to the spring to get water. So I remember I was going to go get me some water. And we have to go, this long route down the hill, round the corner, through the bush, all that stuff, right? So we had to cross over into people's property, shortcut. As kids, we normally do the little shortcut through people's property, and we try to hurry up and everything. But then there was this nice rose apple tree through one of the shortcuts. Man, ask me if I don't climb the rose apple tree, because guess what happened now? My cousins who were climbing the trees, they went ahead and climbed the tree, and they're up in the tree and they're eating the rose apple. And I'm like, throw me some rose apple. If you want rose apple, you better come up your feet. You know what I did? I went up into the rose apple tree, not too far, just enough where I can reach and get me some rose apple. Man, I keep remembering that thing till this day, okay? Because they were up in the tree and they were eating rose apple and having fun. And I'm down there like, send me some, drop me some rose apple. They're like, if you want it, you better come get it. I had to climb the tree. Because I wasn't like a big climber. I normally would climb grapefruit tree. What other tree I climbed before? Not so much an apple tree, because there wasn't really any apple tree where I don't remember climbing any apple tree, but there was a grapefruit tree. I would try to step up on certain little what they call those plants. I forgot the name of the plant that was next to it. It was my neighbor's. And we used to climb up on the little, the little plant next to it to get up to the grapefruit tree to pick the grapefruit. But yeah, I wasn't like a big climber, but I had to go help myself that day with the rose apple, because they were up in the tree eating the rose apple and not giving me any. So I had to get up there. Yard foods. We used to roast the jackfruit seed. Yes, we used to roast the seeds too. The jackfruit seed, when you roast it or you boil it, it was good. Yes. Thank you so much, Yard Foods. They call me Sunshine. I was always wondering what rose apple tastes like too. I know rose apple wine is delicious. June, country life is a vibe for real. Yes, it was awesome. Um, so the rose apple, how to describe the rose apple taste? Mm. Okay, so if you know the Jamaican, what they call it, Otaheite apple, so the rose apple, kind of similar to that, but the rose apple has a harder crunch. Was a little bit harder crunch, right? Not too hard, but that's a little bit more firm than the Jamaica red apple. Um, the Jamaican apple is soft, a little bit spongy, kind of, right? The inside's a little bit spongy and sweet, very sweet. So so the rose apple, the ones back home from what I know, they were like about this small, right? And they were light pink, they were green first, or they look, between light. It's a light green color, but when they're ripe, they're like a light pink color, and it has a firmer bite to it, but very very sweet. It has a big seed inside, very very sweet. And so on my channel, I do have a video because there's one neighbor in my community that has a rose apple tree, but the ones on her tree, it's yellow. They're yellow. But the thing is, I don't think those people eat it. I don't think they know what it is, or if even if they do not eat the rose apple. So year after year, the rose apple stay on the tree and it falls to the ground. And the worms take up the rose apple. So I went over there, my husband and I, we got crazy. We're picking rose apple. We were so excited. And most of the rose apple had worms in them. So it was like the younger or the greener rose apples that had no worms. But the big ones that were ripe and looking ready to be eaten, packed with worms. And it's because of what? Those people don't eat it, so they stay there, and by the time we notice it, it's already packed with worms. And the other so June is saying maybe we didn't have it in Westmoreland. Oh, I'm from St. Andrew. And yeah, June. So, like I said, in St. Andrew, from what I remember, I've only seen like maybe two rose apple tree. They were not very common. They were not very common. The Neesberry tree, I think maybe just a little bit more common than the rose apple tree. And guys, I've said it before here. There's another house in my community that has a huge Neesberry tree. I've never seen a Neesberry tree so big. Never. And that thing is loaded. When I say loaded, guys, I'm not exaggerating. It is loaded with Neesberry. But as you know, Neesberry does not let go of its fruits, right? It stays on the tree. So because the tree is so tall, and I guess because they keep cutting away at the Neesberry tree, it is so like for you to reach up to pick at the Neesberry, it is high because they keep shaping the tree. So the tree, just for this camera view, say the tree is this tall, right? Say the tree is this tall. And this is the stem of the tree, like from here, but the tree is this tall. Because they keep shaping up the tree, for you to reach up, you have to get to like about here. So you definitely need a ladder to get to it. So from here to here is where all the leaves are, where all the fruits are, and it's packed and loaded. And then here down is just the bark, the tree bark, right? You can't. And I'm like, like, where am I going to get a stick that long to reach up to get any of those Neesberry? I'm not going to get a stick that long. So I just look at the Neesberry tree and I shake my head every time. June say yes, Neesberry. I know. Star apple is like that too. Very stingy. The star apple tree. Yeah, I had a star apple tree close to where I was living back home, and that thing never drops the star apples. No, you have to send someone up in a tree, or the guys will get stones and they stone the tree, and that's how you get a star apple. But other than that, the star apple is just not gonna fall, not going to fall. So yeah. So they call me Sunshine says at June Johnson, we have to try this rose apple now, huh? Oh man. Yeah, the rose apple is very delicious. It's very delicious, but the ones by me, trust me, guys, I'm not even tempted, or I'm not even, thinking about going back to ask for another harvesting of those rose apple. No, I'm not. From what happened to me the last time, it was like the first and last. You have to be going through and picking the younger ones in order to find a good one to eat. And I had so many too. There were so many. And it's the same thing. So then we have the rose apple video on my channel, guys. I have the Philippine apples. The Philippine apples is another one I have on my channel. The Philippine apples, they look just like the Jamaican apple, okay? Now, the Philippine apples, they look just the same, but when you Google it, it says rose apple. They call it rose apple too. It's a part of the rose apple family. Um, June says, yes, I'm curious to try it, except for the worms, lol. So this other neighbor I saw the tree and I'm like, wait, why those things look like they're Jamaican apples? I said, let me go over there. Because, when you have all these different, communities and stuff, and back in the day, people working for different ones, or people might have lived there before that were from the Caribbean, and they plant certain things, that you saw certain things now just growing and, blooming and, putting out all these different fruits. But anyway, so the folks that live at this house, they don't eat the apples. So I said, man, ain't that the Jamaican apple? I said to my husband, let's go ask them for some apples. So when I went, they said, oh no, you can go ahead, have it. We don't eat it. We don't like it. We tried it, but we didn't like it. So I'm so excited. We got bags and we fill our bags, and the same thing happened. Filled with worms. Filled with worms. And I could not believe it. Could not believe it. We were so excited. We picked so many. My husband climbed up into the tree, having fun like he's a kid again, like he's back home. And I think on my channel I put I don't remember how I put the topic. Jamaicans in Florida, something eating apples, something. But anyway, my husband up in the tree eating. They call me Sunshine. Say, no way, you have to grow your own, I guess. Yeah, the worms, they took over those apples as well. We got so many. I was excited. I was ready, just like with the rose apple, ready to call up my family and say, hey, I got apples, we got rose apples. When we started going through those things, worms. And I'm like, man, we wasted so much energy for what? So much energy. It was just like a few. We get like just a handful that was okay. And again, it had to be like the younger ones, like the not too ripe rose apples or apples, for you not to see any worms. But yeah, what a waste. Shame on them. But I think it is, because it's just like the mangoes. A lot of folks here in Florida, like so many houses, so many yards, they have the mango trees, they have the avocado trees, they have the coconut trees. And guys, most of the times they're not picking the coconuts, they're not picking the avocados, they're not eating the mangoes. And unless you're from the Caribbean and you know what it is. I mean, some folks will eat it, but not everyone. And it's the same thing. They fall and they pick it up and they put it in their trash, or maybe they take it to their job and they give it to someone who wants it, or you know, but many of the houses here, they have fruit trees here in Florida. Lots of them have their mangoes and coconut and stuff, but they're not really using them. Not many people use these things. So I love to go and not I ask for mango. It depends. It depends, but I really ask for mango. Really, really, really ask for mangoes. Um, I know my brother, he has one tree, so we'll get some from him. Now, for the first time, my mango trees are starting to put out fruits. We had some crazy wind that knocked some of the blossoms off. Hopefully, some of them will stay. But you know, I don't, even though I love to see them on the tree and I would love to ask them, sometimes I really don't ask them for their stuff. But yeah, People have a lot of stuff and they don't use it, and it just it go right back to the worms. Yeah, goes right back to the worms. But some people will definitely go and ask for it and they will get it. Depending if the neighbors are nice, they'll tell people, yeah, you can take it. And some folks, some folks, they'll just go onto people's property and don't even ask them any question and just take their stuff, just take their stuff. So that's how it is. But we try to plant as much as we can. And, but even if you plant a mango tree or avocado tree, they take years before they start to, before they come to maturity and start to bear anything. Take years. But still, it's still too good to have your own. Still good to have your own. But yeah, guys, it's almost 2 hours on here. And I just come to build my watch time, and I appreciate you guys coming in. So June was saying something. The reason I don't eat guava, it's because of worms. Really? Um, Maybe back home, but not here. Maybe back home. The ones back home, and even growing up in the country, I never really had or seen much guava that had worm in it. Never did. Um, what I don't like about the guava, it has so many seeds in it. That's what I don't like about guava. So many seeds. Um, but for worms, I didn't come across a lot of worms with guava. I did not come across a lot of worms with guava. So I cannot say the same, June. I think the most things that had worms back home were mango. Mangoes had worms back home. Mangoes, especially like the hairy mango. Those were the ones that had a lot of worms. Um, what other fruit had worms back home? Some of the apples. Some of the apples had worms. Yes. So the apples and mangoes had worms because they're so sweet. As for the guava, no, I wouldn't say the guava. Maybe in your area. June said, "What a shame. We wish we could grow things in North Pole, Canada." Oh man, wow. But I think, well, just like in Alaska and all those areas, I think everywhere have their little growing season. Maybe it's short, but they each place have their own little growing season. They call me Sunshine. Say I love guava. I'm going to try to do some live time as well. I will need more watch time and subs. Good night. It was nice. Oh, thank you so much. They call me Sunshine. Thank you so much. I will definitely come check you out. Let me just write you down. Yeah, because June, even in Alaska, they grow stuff in Alaska. I mean, I've seen there's this channel that I connect to, and they're in Alaska, and they have their growing season is very short. But the thing is, I'm telling you, when they grow their stuff, everything looks so healthy and big and fat and fabulous. I'm like, wow, 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 so good. And they get so many stuff, and they can them, you know, do whatever. They freeze some of the stuff, even though their growing window is so short, but they do. So yeah. But I thank you, June, for coming. Thank you for keeping me company. And thank you for everyone else who came and, spent time with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So I'm going to go. I am going to go and see you guys next time. I will definitely, June, I'm going to have to come check out your channel. I'm putting you down so I can come back and check out your channel. But yeah, but it was a pleasure having you guys here. It was my pleasure to have you guys, and appreciate it. Appreciate the love and support. Thank you, thank you. You okay? You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, June. So take it easy until next time. God bless you and stay safe. Okay. Yes, yes. My pleasure to have you here too. Thank you so much for coming and keeping me company. Because without you guys, then it would be, I would be talking to myself. So I appreciate the love and support. Thank you so much. Okay. So until next time, see you. God bless you.